The way I started working with Linlee, our designer, was we were developing a home and building a new construction home. Linlee actually came in as one of our homeowners and one of our buyers. Through that process, we found that Linlee was also a designer. We found a great synergy between us throughout the building process, where we found that we may have an opportunity to work together. And when we found that opportunity, we seized it, took advantage of it, and the relationship has grown. And I'm glad, appreciative, and honored to work with Linlee throughout a number of homes that we have developed, customized, and built with AK Custom Homes.
I would add that it started as you would call me up to take a new buyer out to the lighting showroom, and I would take them out and they would have a good experience. And then the next buyer, you would call me and say, can you do lighting and tile this time? And I do lighting and tile. And then now it's turned into, I am your full service designer, and our product is much more customized than it was 8 years ago.
Absolutely, it's just evolved with time. The process has gotten so efficient, and I think all of our buyers can attest to that they have a smooth, efficient, simple, easy process. But the best thing is they're able to customize towards their specifications with a designer who not only has designed a number of our homes, but who also lives in one of our homes.
I was in internet marketing and I was craving something more creative. I went back and got my master's, and I've been in this field for about 10 years now. As a kid, I was the one who was always redesigning my room and styling shelves and painting furniture, so it's always been there. My personal style is a mix of transitional. I love mid-century, I love industrial, I love contemporary. But the fun part about my job is that I get to work with so many design aesthetics, and there's so much beauty in different styles that it's fun to get to work in different aesthetics. We offer a full service design for our homeowners. I help them pick out everything from their kitchen cabinets down to the hinges on their doors and everything in between. I help them start from the conceptual phase all the way till they move in. I've even helped homeowners with their furniture and their accessories and their window treatments. We do everything for them. It makes it seem like home building is not a big deal because we make it so easy. We work within a budget that is set at the contract phase of a project, and we use past projects, our knowledge of the vendors and the market to form those allowances. And what I spend a lot of my time finessing those budgets to get our buyers the most perfect product for their house. So if they don't spend, they have $1,000 under on tile, we're gonna move over to lighting and get them that really awesome fixture over the dining room table. From knocking down an existing building to completing a home, it's about a year, just amazingly fast. I first like to meet with a buyer and get a sense of their design style. So if they're local, I'll go to their home and I'll see their furnitures, I'll see the style of their home, I'll see what do they like to do they like to entertain, how do they use their kitchen. I'll be with them for hours, understanding their lives and their style. From there, I'll start pulling images on Pinterest and Instagram, getting a sense of how the house will flow. And from there, I'll pull together a lookbook where I have images, physical images, so that when we go to vendors, they can say, this is exactly how I want my kitchen to look. This is exactly how I want my bathroom to look. So that when we get to the vendors, those appointments are not too overwhelming. There's just so many choices out there, and our buyers can get just overwhelmed by the amount and scope of building a home of this size. From there, once we start making selections, I then start putting them into a visual board so that our buyers and our trades on site can see every element that goes into every room. So, for example, this project is a little bit further along in the construction phase. And so we can say, this is their powder room, this is the vanity, that's the tile, that's the exact toilet, those are the lights, and that's the mirror that's going into that room. And it really helps our buyers visualize the space before it comes together, and it helps our trades stay organized and on top of what's going where. We work with a range of clients. We have empty nesters to families with small children. We have homebodies and we have people that love to entertain, but the one thing that we have all in common is that we live in Chicago. And what's really fun about designing in Chicago is we have space constraints. And so it's really fun to have the challenge of using a space efficiently, but also making it functional and beautiful and livable. We just recently installed a beautiful floral mural wallpaper into the niche of an entryway for one of our clients, and it is a showstopper. It's the first thing you see when you walk in the house and the last thing you see when you leave that room. It's just so beautiful. One of my favorite things we've ever done. I spend a lot of time on Instagram looking for new inspiration. I love following big design names around the country to see trends and see where the design community is going. I also follow a lot of local designers because building in Chicago is unique. We have unique challenges, and I like to see how my peers in Chicago are addressing those challenges, and also get ideas on different vendors and trades to build it here in Chicago as well. Of course, I love magazines and design books. When it comes to Pinterest, I use that more as a mechanism of finding something really specific. Like a client wants a mantle that looks this way. I'll use Pinterest because it has a really nice search feature. I am a big proponent of being very purposeful. I challenge my clients to see the end result and work backwards so that every element from your lighting to your furniture to your window treatments is scaled appropriately and placed correctly. For example, we have a client right now that doesn't want to do the traditional combo living room, dining room. She wants to do just a massive dining room table to feed her entire family. And so we are changing the design of the ceiling, change the location of the lights so that we have a set of 5 stunning pendant lights over this dining room table. So when you walk in, you're just gonna be like, wow. You know that we thought about this from the beginning and executed it at the end. The most important thing is scale. We are living in a city and everything needs to be scaled appropriately to the size of our building. So everything from the tile to the lighting. That is the first, I would say, filter when I'm looking for something. Next thing is aesthetic. What does our client like? What are they looking for? Who's using it in the house? And then lastly, it's price. And we're building luxury homes, so the things that I'm selecting for these clients need to look luxurious and be of good quality.